I'm here to introduce Carmel Pratt, who's the co-host of Passive House Accelerator Live's Next Gen series, and hers Rater and CPHC at Bright Power. Carmel's going to talk about the RISE project, another great one. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Carmel, and I'm honored to be highlighting the RISE during today's NYSERDA Sprint. The RISE is a NYSERDA Buildings of Excellence Award winner and a project that is paving the way for sustainable, healthy, and resilient mixed-use development in NYC. The project site is located in an area with a disproportionate share of environmental justice issues and was part of a state RFP called Vital Brooklyn, which is New York State's comprehensive community development strategy to address social, economic, and health disparities in central Brooklyn. The initiative focuses on 8 integrated areas of investment. These areas include affordable housing, open space and recreation, healthy food, economic development and job creation, education and youth development, community-based healthcare, violence prevention, and resiliency. Thousands of projects have been funded to date through this initiative. The developer of the RISE is a woman-owned Xenolith Partners. They were interested in providing housing for formerly incarcerated women, recognizing the need at this particular location. They've teamed up with other like-minded partners to create a project that is focused on lifting up and supporting these women, hence the name, The RISE. To this end, their goals were to deliver quality housing and create a safe, healthy, and supportive environment to help rebuild successful lives. To make this a high-impact project that maximizes the co-benefits of integrated strategies. To partner with local organizations to provide targeted, comprehensive programming, and to deliver all of this in a highly sustainable and beautiful building that serves as a focal point as a source of pride in the neighborhood. The project team consists of Magnuson Architecture and Planning, where the credit goes to for all these presentation images. MAP is an experienced passive house architecture firm focused on retrofit and new construction affordable mixed-use housing. The general contractor for the project is Bruno Frustacci Contracting. The MEP designer is Dagger Engineering. The landscape designer is Terrain NYC. And Bright Power, where I work, is providing the Passive House and Enterprise Green Communities certification and verification. The project is currently design certified for PHI and EGC and is over 50% constructed. To deliver the certification goals, the team designed this 7-story all-electric Passive House multifamily building, which contains a large community facility space on the lower levels and a garden on the roof. It will provide services such as employment, training, fitness, arts, therapeutic gardening, education, and other programming together with the partners on the project. Of the 72 units, 65% of the dwelling units are affordable and supportive for formerly incarcerated individuals and families. The remaining 35% are affordable for households earning 30 to 60% AMI, area median income. The architect sought to make the goals of the project visceral to the design. The massing is generously set back at the main facade to create a landscape space at the street level, as well as stepping terraces that rise up towards the corner and are fully accessible to the residents. Their main roof functions as an urban farm and is open to both the residents and the community. Project Eats is the local partner that's providing programming and management of the rooftop gardens. Other on-site supportive services are provided through the Women's Prison Association, the Osborne Association, and other local organizations, including Community Capacity Development and the Brownsville Think Tank Matters. These organizations are providing education, job readiness, employment training, violence reduction, health and wellness, fitness, and arts programming. Back on the building level, the all-electric and passive house design is the cornerstone for the health and wellness strategy for this project. Our industry now understands even more fully how code minimum construction, shown on the right here, is not providing a truly healthy living environment, especially with regards to fresh air and thermal comfort. We cannot indicate we are providing a healthy building if we do not reduce toxins and have balanced filtered ventilation. Beyond the principles that make for a better and healthy environment for building occupants, the sustainability features included on the project are also incorporated to respond to the climate crisis that our planet is currently in. This helps to reduce and or mitigate carbon emissions related to the construction and operation of this building. The specifications of this project's robust passive house thermal enclosure far exceed code. The building massing resulted in a less than ideal form factor or surface to volume ratio, and the larger windows resulted in higher window to wall ratio. These were design priorities that were ultimately combated with triple pane windows, R50 roof insulation, additional thermal bridge mitigation strategies, and passive house level airtightness. To provide heating and cooling, we are using a common VRF split heat pump system with condensers on the roof. We must be careful with these systems as they require the running of refrigerant lines between the indoor and outdoor unit. Current approved refrigerants for this use in New York City have a high global warming potential if released through leaks. But if we are intentional, we can minimize the risk by optimizing the refrigerant routes. Usually in a small building, this means vertical runs. By avoiding heat recovery on the system and instead providing the same flexibility for thermal comfort by zoning the condensers by facade, we can dramatically reduce this risk and also cut significant costs. You can see how much piping we're able to eliminate from the design on the right-hand side this way through vertical distribution. If a project is focused on health, Passive House is the best way to achieve good indoor environmental quality, which is dependent on your ventilation strategy and requires flushing out of contaminants and replenishing of oxygen. Contaminant control is achieved via eliminating interior combustion, meaning no fossil fuels exist within the building, having a smoke-free building policy, including walk-off mats at entrances, and achieving apartment compartmentalization, meaning reducing air leakage between units. Healthy materials are achieved by eliminating or calling for low VOC products, floor score and green guard finishes, calling for health product declaration or HPD in your specifications, providing solid cleanable surfaces, and a simplified material palette. The Rise has a predicted source energy use intensity of 21.15 kBtu per square foot per year, which is over 5 times as efficient compared to average New York City multifamily building stock, and 4 times as efficient compared to the 2020 Energy Code, which was in place at the time of design. The estimated operational carbon emissions are well below the threshold set by the New York City Local Law 97 through at least the 2030 compliance year limits. The site EUI is further reduced through the use of on-site solar PV generation system to offset base building loads and sell back electricity to the already constricted grid infrastructure. Thank you so much for listening, and it was a pleasure to highlight this project, The Rise.
Thank you so much, Carmel. That was great. And thanks to all the speakers. Just a word about what we just saw and how we're seeing it. And I'd like to say, just as a designer, these are all great looking projects. They happen to perform well. They happen to be NYSERDA BOE projects, which is all cool. But they're great looking. People would want to move into this. It's wonderful. And it's great to be a part of it. It's great to be part of New York. So thank you so much.